I'm Kirsty, and in case you missed SmackDown Live just now, I got you. Okay, first of all, big announcement. NXT is coming, hi Rocky, it's coming to USA, I think they said September 18th. It's going to start having a 2-hour show, so that's cool, I hope. I hope that's cool and not like they're going to take control away from Triple H or something. Don't do that to me, NXT. You're my heart and soul. Anyway. Rocky. Yes, I love you, but you kind of smell like fish, and I don't know why. Okay. There's a bug in my mouth. Okay. Awesome start, Kirsty. Okay, Randy Orton comes out, and he says, Kofi ran for me in front of his wife and kids at SummerSlam because he's stupid. Kofi's music plays. Randy's waiting for him to come down the ramp, but he does not. He comes up behind Randy Orton, Trouble in Paradise, out of nowhere. He puts Orton's leg in a steel chair, just like Orton didn't do it to Xavier Woods last night, but the Revival kept jumping on Xavier. Sorry, bubbies. Can you please, go? I'm so sorry. I love you so much, but you're kind of in my grill. Because the Revival kept jumping on Xavier Woods' leg last night. So to pay back for that, thank you. Kofi puts Randy Orton's leg in a steel chair, and he's gonna jump from the turnbuckle on it to hurt his leg. But before he can do it, who should run up? The Revival. So Kofi starts hitting everybody with the chair, and they all run away. Then Shane talks to Kevin Owens about his fine, because remember, he put his hands on the ref, which was Elias. And Kevin asked Shane to reconsider, and Shane says, I'll think about it. We have more King of the Ring, round 1. This one is Andrade with Zelina Vega versus Apollo Crews. Apollo does a clothesline right after the bell. Andrade does double knees to Crews. Andrade jumps from the turnbuckle, and Apollo drop kicks him mid-air. They go outside of the ring, and Andrade throws Apollo into the steel stairs. Andrade goes up to the turnbuckle again, but Apollo knocks him down. He goes back up again and does a crossbody, which Apollo Crews catches. Apollo does some big kicks and a shooting star press cover, but Andrade kicks out. Apollo pulls Andrade away from the ropes to get him in the center of the ring, but Zelina grabs Andrade's foot from the ropes, so he's not going anywhere because she has his foot. So Apollo runs over, and he's kind of, I don't want to say yelling at her because I feel like he doesn't yell, but he's speaking loudly. And while he's distracted, Andrade hammerlock DDT for the win. Then Dan O'Brien and Rowan bring in a guy with a black bag on his head, and he said, Daniel's saying, we know what you did, and you know what you did, so sit in this chair and don't even think about moving until we come get you. Then Elias is walking down the hallway with his guitar, and he sees a man in a hoodie and a hat. So he immediately unzips the guy's hoodie. Of course it's a ref. Elias says, where is he? And the ref kind of points to one of those big bins that they just always have backstage. And Elias looks inside. Of course it's Drake Maverick. So Elias grabs him by the throat right away and then hands him a note. Drake Maverick reads it, and it says 24/7 title is suspended tonight because Elias is fighting in King of the Ring. After that, we had Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross doing a moment of bliss. And Alexa said that since they're the tag team champs, they're trying to accept less fortunate people on their show. So please welcome Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, first she wants to sit on the King of the Ring throne, Which brings up an amazing question that Twitter was asking, why is there not a Queen of the Ring? Why isn't there? I mean, I didn't have a prom at my school, but most schools, don't they have like a prom king and prom queen? Where's Queen of the Ring? Charlotte says that she's the face of the SmackDown's women's division. And Alexa says, this isn't us, but what do you say to people that think that Bayley is the face of the SmackDown women's division? And Charlotte says, look, I'm the one that gets interviews. I'm the one that goes on red carpets. And she said something about, like, are they really going to put Bayley out there with her side ponytail? She says Bayley is nothing to them but an afterthought. Enter Bayley. Bayley says she's the champ, so obviously that makes her better than Charlotte. They talk smack on each other for a while, and they are going to fight at Clash of the Champions. Then Bayley pushes Charlotte out of her chair. You guys should go to my Twitter, and like I retweeted the gif. She pushes her hard. Then Roman, backstage in the locker room, asked Buddy Murphy if, yes or no, did he see Rowan when Roman had all this stuff happen? And Buddy says he's pretty sure. Then we have Daniel Bryan, with Rowan, of course, versus Buddy Murphy. You guys, this was so much more the match of the night. Like, this is seriously amazing. Daniel says, you think you saw Rowan? You're a coward and a lion. And not a lion. You're a coward and a liar. Rowan and I will reveal who's been attacking Roman. And Buddy, we know you had something to do with it. I like that his name's Buddy, so even when they're like yelling at him, it sounds like they're still calling him like their friend. Like, hey Buddy, you coward. I like that. I don't know. Buddy Murphy has a ginormous knee the second after the bell rings. Bryan gets Murphy in the turnbuckle. There was some question on if Daniel Bryan bit him. Buddy hits Bryan over the rope to ringside, and then runs and flips over the rope to land on him. Commercial. Murphy does a big drop kick to Bryan off the top rope, immediately gives Bryan double knees. Bryan does the label lock to Murphy, and Murphy eventually gets his foot on the ropes. Bryan does his yes kicks, and he gets Murphy upside down in the turnbuckle, and Bryan does a sliding drop kick to Murphy's face. Then Bryan gives him a belly-to-back superplex, off the top rope. Buddy Murphy kicks out. Murphy does a powerbomb to Bryan, kick out. Then Murphy does a spine buster to Bryan, and Bryan's foot hits the rope. Buddy Murphy does Murphy's Law, cover for 3. Buddy Murphy, WWE's best kept secret, wins. Seriously amazing match. Then Buddy Murphy does a backstage interview, but Daniel Bryan and Rowan just kind of attack him, as they be doing. Next, the Revival comes in the ring and says that New Day are cowards and challenge them to a tag team match at Clash of the Champions. Enter Heavy Machinery, who their opponent is for tonight. Tucker picks up and squeezes Wilder. Then Tucker picks him up like this, so he's like vertical. It's like a vertical line almost. And Dawson runs in, and Otis picks him up. And they like synchronize body slams. It was really nice. Dawson gets Tucker by the ropes, and the ref is not seeing this, so Wilder goes down ringside and like tugs Tucker's throat on the ropes, but the ref doesn't see it. Dawson climbs the turnbuckle, but Tucker rolls, and Dawson, when he flies, he hits hard. Then Tucker tags Otis. Caterpillar. He tags Tucker again. They go for the compactor on Wilder, but Dawson runs in, drop kicks Otis. Tucker does a bench press to Dawson, and Wilder rolls Tucker off and rolls him up for 3. The Revival wins. I know this sounded confusing, but a lot happened. Then Chad Gable says he's an underdog in King of the Ring, but he's always been an underdog. And while he's giving this little speech about how long he's always been an underdog, Shelton Benjamin comes out of a door like behind him and puts a sign up there. So when Chad Gable's done with his interview, he turns to go in the door and the sign says, "You must be this tall to participate in King of the Ring." And it was, of course, above his head. Chad Gable, I feel you. I feel you so hard on that. Then it is time for Miz TV. The guest is Sami Zayn. Sami says he doesn't care about Miz or his show, but he has things to say. He knows he's losing a lot because he got greedy. The way to do better is to help others. Miz says, help others like who? Sami says, this person. All of a sudden, oh, Shinsuke Nakamura. Miz tells Shinsuke, you're the Intercontinental title holder. Why do you need Sami? And Sami says, like, oh, he's Japanese, he's an artist, he's poetic, but he can't articulate it because you can't speak Japanese. So I will be answering all his questions from now on because I too am an artist and we speak the same language. And Miz says, really, I'm supposed to, and Shinsuke's like pointing at Sami, like, talk to him. And Sami's like I said, we speak the same language. And then Shinsuke kicks Miz in the back of the head, does some knees, and then a skin Sasha? I still don't know. And Sami either cheers him on or pulls him off, and then at the end, held up Miz for the skin Sasha Shin Sasha. Next, Rowan and Daniel Bryan go back to their hooded prisoner as they wait for Roman Reigns. I like the way I wrote that. That sounds very intriguing and mysterious. Are you on the edge of your seats? Then Shane McMahon says he needs Kevin to apologize for putting his hands on the ref, so Kevin does. Shane says he may lift the fine, but Kevin has to promise that he will never, ever, ever touch a WWE referee again. If he does, he's fired. So Kevin agrees. Our main event of the night is another King of the Ring first round match, Elias versus Kevin Owens. Elias does a big shoulder tackle. Owens returns it and sends Elias over the ropes. He beats Elias into barricades, and Elias throws him into a barricade as well. Kevin does a German suplex in the ring, follows up with a cannonball to Elias. Enter Shane McMahon. Commercial. Shane is sitting ringside, and Elias has Owens in a headlock. Then does a big knee to Kevin. Elias does a power slam cover, but Kevin kicks out. Kevin does a DDT to Elias, and then a drop kick from the second rope, followed by a senton. Elias gets a big kick, and then a power bomb to Owens. Cover, Owens kicks out. Kevin flips off the top rope while Elias is down after they were like punching each other in the turnbuckles, and Elias fell down. So Kevin jumps, but Elias gets his knees up. So Kevin hits his knees, so he's kind of injured. Kevin eventually knocks Elias out of the ring, but he throws Elias back in the ring. When he goes to get in the ring, Shane McMahon runs in front of him, takes his shirt off. Guess what he's wearing, guys? He's a ref now. So he goes in as Elias and Kevin are fighting, and Elias keeps trying to throw Kevin into Shane McMahon, so Kevin will get fired. Kevin keeps stopping himself, but that puts him off balance, so Elias easily rolls him up for 3. Elias moves on in the King of the Ring tournament. And when he rolled him up, Shane went 1, 2, 3. And our final segment of the evening. Are you guys ready for this? You're not, I promise. Roman goes to where Daniel Bryan and Rowan are keeping the hooded man. Daniel gives a little speech. I kind of zoned out. I just wanted to see who was under it. You know who's under it? Guy that looks like Rowan. Who is it? We don't know. Just a guy that looks like Rowan. Great storyline. Luke Harper was tweeting today. I retweeted Luke Harper's tweet when he was like, do you know what tonight is? And I'm like, oh, when we find out you've been messing with Roman? Get out of here. I'm a little disappointed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If I don't annoy you too much, feel free to subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers. Hearts and flowers and kisses. If you're looking for a podcast, the amazing Oz Banks and I do one called Beyond Serious. We did it this morning, matter of fact. And you can follow me on Twitter at always_KIRSTIE. I know 205 is on now. But I have things to do. I have to fold laundry, and I have an inspector coming tomorrow to make sure the electricians did well, which they did. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to do before the morning, so we'll see if I do it tonight. And my Big Brother people, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at a time that is not now. Bye.